I'm at the top of Big Sky, really high up. I usually don't get scared, but I'm a little freaked out by this. This is friggin' nuts. My goodness, wow. Hey baby, Tom Venti Media here in Montana. Coming from Jersey, represent. I'm at Bridger Bowl ski area outside of Bozeman. Actually flew in from Jersey this morning. Now I'm hitting the slopes of Bridger Bowl. About an hour drive, actually less, from the airport in Bozeman to Bridger Bowl. Seems like a beautiful mountain. A little bit low key as opposed to a big resort like Big Sky like I'm going to tomorrow. But they do have some really cool trails here from what I've heard and read online. And the first trail I'm hitting is Thunder Road. They have a trail called Thunder Road, and I'm representing Springsteen, I'm representing Jersey. I'm hitting that trail #1 for sure. Seems like we have some good conditions here today. Little light snow, it's about 20 degrees outside. Doesn't feel that cold actually, it feels a lot warmer than that. I feel good and I'm ready to shred. So let's do it, baby. Bridger Bowl rocks, and what makes it rock even more is they represent Jersey here in Montana. As you can see, I'm riding Thunder Road, baby. Can you see that? Thunder Road. Don't turn me home again. I just can't face myself alone again. And this mountain is really awesome. Beautiful snow, beautiful terrain. Hell of a lot better than Mountain Creek. Hell of a lot better than Camelback. Hell of a lot better than Elk Mountain. The list goes on and on. Even the Vermont mountains cannot compare to the mountains they have out in Montana, baby. Bridger Bowl rocks. Woo! Closing out the day here at Bridger Bowl in Montana. Had a great day, fantastic. It is definitely a lot better than the East Coast mountains, as I said, and I really enjoyed it. Now, what's interesting is I was taking the lift up with a local, and she told me that this was the worst season she can ever remember, that they don't have hardly any snow, that there's a lot of ice, and she was completely disappointed in how the season turned out from a skiing standpoint, a snowboarding standpoint. And there were some icy patches up at the top of the mountain at the more difficult terrain. There were definitely some icy patches, definitely some crunch spots for sure. But overall, I mean, especially on the bottom part of the mountain, man, it was just floating on air, just gliding, just having a wonderful time. I really enjoyed it. So I guess it's a matter of perspective. For someone who's here, I would love to see it during a really great season. But for someone like myself who's used to the East Coast mountains, this was really great. So closing out here, Bridger Bowl, see you at Big Sky. Hey, I'm here at the side of the road on the way to Big Sky. Now, Big Sky, to get there is pretty treacherous, to be honest. I definitely recommend getting a 4-wheel drive vehicle, which I do have, and I'm thankful I do. Really beautiful scenery out here, and I just stopped at the side of the road to take a video of this river. It reminds me so much of the Robert Redford film, A River Runs Through It, with Brad Pitt, that came out in the early 90s. Man, it is beautiful out here. I said it before, I'll say it again. I love Jersey, but I do love coming to the West like this, man. It is just so vibrant and just rugged out here. It's just so vast. I mean, look at this view over here. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. Now, I hope to God there's no bears, and I'm mindful of that because there are grizzlies here. So I'm only gonna stay here a quick bit, but man, just beautiful out here, brother. Beautiful, love it. Tom Betsy Media on the chairlift up at Big Sky. Now, Big Sky is a resort. It is a legit resort. Bridger Bowl is more of a no frills mountain. This is a frills mountain. So big resort, heated chairlifts, very high speed chairlifts, and this mountain is just absolutely huge. So much terrain, I don't even know where to begin. But the locals are telling me they haven't had the 2021-2022 season has been very lackluster in terms of snow, but I'm having a great time. I had a great time at Bridger Bowl yesterday, so I guess it's all about perspective, and I'm anxious to hit these trails and see what they have to offer. It's a beautiful day, nice and cold like it should be, probably about 20 degrees, and just once again, man, it's just so beautiful out here. I'm thankful to be here. We live in such a beautiful country, man. I mean, the West is just remarkable. Love coming out here. It's really something to see, baby. So let's see what Big Sky has to offer. Big Sky is damn big. My goodness, it is absolutely just huge up here. Kind of puts things in perspective, really. You know, you think you're almighty, powerful, and then you look at that view, you look at those mountains, and you realize you ain't nothing, man. You ain't nothing. Top of Big Sky, really high up. I usually don't get scared, but I'm a little freaked out by this. This is friggin' nuts. But my goodness, wow. Okay, so yesterday I did something really stupid. Now, I'm a good snowboarder. I know how to carve and shred on intermediate trails, but I'm not experienced when it comes to these really steep, vertical, crazy trails that they have here at Big Sky at the top of the mountain. I went on the top. I said before I was feeling scared, and I was, and I usually don't get scared. And I went down, and it was not a good scene. I really didn't do much of snowboarding at all. I kind of slid most of the way down, or scraped my way most of the way down, and then I came to an overpass where I went into a wooded area, and I thought it would be easier for some reason. And then I get into the area as it's too far for me to get out of the area, and I see it says cliff overhead, and I didn't know what I was going to do because it was so steep. And I just slid my way down, and I thought I was going to get really hurt. Now, thank God, nothing happened. I'm completely fine. Not any sort of even bruising. I just slid down, and I'm really, really lucky. And I learned my lesson. I'm not going to partake in those crazy, really steep double diamonds that they have here at Big Sky. But with that being said, I want to give my review of the resort, and I want to say that it's an amazing place. It's just so beautiful, so majestic, so marvelous, so much wonderful scenery. And in terms of the actual snowboarding and skiing terrain, even though this year of 21 to 22 has been, as from what everyone is telling me, really terrible in terms of snow, I'm having a good time. And yeah, there are definitely some spots during this season and my time here where there's some ice and some really hard packed snow. But overall, I'm just in love with this place, man. I really love it here. Just wide open trails. There's bowls. They do have high-speed lifts, so even though the bottom lift lines get pretty crowded during the middle of the day on the weekends, they go by really, really fast. And I'm having such a great time, and I hope to come back soon. So I highly recommend Big Sky, and I will definitely be back here soon. All right, so everyone take care, and I'll see you on the flip side. It's time to go back home to Jersey, and it starts dumping. What luck.